vast and unforgiving wilderness where every moment is shaped by the silent laws of survival. The journey of a ferret's life begins in stillness and darkness. There is no light, no sound, beyond the faint rhythm of breathing, no sense of the world above, only warmth, shelter, and the quiet presence of a mother carrying new life within her. Long before the first fragile newborn draws its first breath, the story has already begun. Written in the cautious movements of a mother navigating a harsh and uncertain land, she moves low across dry terrain, her slender body gliding through brittle grass that whispers beneath each step. Every movement is deliberate. The wind carries information, scents of prey, traces of danger, the distant presence of other creatures. Instinct guides her, not just to feed, but to find a mate and secure a place where life can begin safely. In a world where vulnerability invites death, nothing is left to chance. Eventually, she encounters another of her kind. The meeting is quiet, careful. They circle, observe, test boundaries without conflict. There is no display, no unnecessary aggression, only recognition. In the wild, survival often depends on efficiency, and this silent agreement becomes the foundation for what comes next. Together, they move across the land, searching not for comfort, but for security. Finding the right place is critical. The ground must be firm enough to hold structure, hidden enough to avoid detection, and distant from the scent trails of predators. She investigates each location with patience, rejecting many before settling on one that feels right. And then, with powerful forelimbs and sharp claws, she begins to dig. Soil is pushed aside in rhythmic bursts. The entrance takes shape, then deepens, forming a narrow tunnel that twists beneath the surface. This is not just a shelter. It is a fortress, a place where life can exist unseen. As days pass, the outside world continues in constant motion. Wind sweeps across the land, predators roam, and prey hides beneath the soil. But below the surface, something quieter unfolds. The mother's body changes, her movements slow. She spends more time inside, conserving energy. Life is forming within her, fragile yet determined. When the moment arrives, it does so without warning. Inside the darkness of the burrow, labor begins. Her breathing becomes heavier, her body tightens, and the process of birth unfolds in silence. One by one, the newborn kits emerge, tiny, blind, and utterly defenseless. Their skin is delicate, their movements weak. They cannot see, cannot regulate their own, cannot survive without her. Immediately, the mother responds. She cleans each newborn carefully, stimulating their breathing, ensuring they remain warm and protected. She curls her body around them, forming a living barrier between them and the burrow becomes a world of its own, quiet, and fragile. But safety is never absolute. Beyond the thin layer of soil above them, danger moves constantly. A passing predator might catch the scent. A snake might follow the subtle warmth beneath the ground. Every moment carries risk, and when a threat draws near, the mother senses it instantly. Her body stiffens. Her ears react to vibrations. She becomes still, not out of fear, but readiness. If necessary, she will fight. Inside the burrow, the newborns remain unaware. They press against her, drawn by warmth and instinct. Days pass, and slowly, change begins. Their bodies strengthen. Their movements become more coordinated. A fine layer of fur starts to form. Their eyes, once sealed shut, begin to open. Just slightly at first, then more with each passing day. Light enters their world for the first time. Curiosity replaces stillness. They begin to crawl clumsily at first, bumping into one another, exploring the small space around them. The burrow is no longer just a place of rest. It becomes their first environment, their first experience of the world. Eventually, they are drawn towards something new, a faint glow of daylight at the entrance. One by one, they approach it. The outside world is overwhelming, bright, vast, filled with movement and sound. Their first steps beyond the burrow are uncertain. Their bodies are not yet steady, their senses still developing. But instinct pushes them forward. The mother watches closely. Every movement is monitored, every sound is evaluated. The outside world offers opportunity, but also danger. A sudden shift in the wind, a distant movement, or the faintest unfamiliar sound can change everything. And when danger does come, it comes quickly. A predator approaches. The mother reacts instantly. Her body expands. fur raised, teeth exposed. She places herself between the threat and her young. There is no hesitation. The confrontation is direct, violent, and decisive. Dust rises as bodies collide. The sounds of struggle break the stillness of the landscape. For a brief but intense moment, survival hangs in balance. And then, it ends. The predator retreats, not because it cannot fight, but because the cost is too high. Silence, eternity, the air settles. From this moment forward, the world is defined not only by curiosity, but by awareness. They begin to understand, well beyond thought, that survival requires more than movement. It requires attention, timing, and instinct. The lessons begin. The mother leads them beyond the burrow more often now. She demonstrates how to search, how to listen, how to interpret the ground beneath their feet. They watch her closely. They imitate the movements of the prey. Again, hunting is not immediate. It is learned through repetition. At first, their attempts are clumsy. They dig where nothing exists. They chase what they cannot catch. But gradually, something shifts. Their movements become more precise. Their reactions faster. And then, one succeeds. A small prey is caught. It is not large, not significant in size, but it marks a turning point. The first time survival is no longer entirely independent. Independence begins here. As days pass, the distance between them grows, not physically at first, but behaviorally. The young begin to explore on their own, returning less frequently, relying more on their own instincts. Eventually, the moment comes when one does not return at all. There is no farewell, no signal, just a quiet transition. The world that once seemed overwhelming is now familiar. The dangers remain, but so do the skills needed to face them. The young ferret, once blind and helpless, now moves with purpose, with awareness, with control. Under the fading light of the setting sun, it pauses on elevated ground. The wind moves through its leaves, its eyes scanning the world. With fear, but with understanding. This is from the hidden darkness of the burrow to the open expanse of the wild. The journey across 165 days is not simply growth. It is transformation. Every movement, every risk, every lesson has shaped a creature capable of enduring a world that offers no guarantees. And in that world, only one truth remains constant. To survive is to adapt.